post Rio, me and Alan sat down and just sort of decided that we'd sailed together for 10 years and we should probably sort of move on. We had a really successful time, really enjoyed it all, but it was just sort of time to move on, and I was really keen for the next cycle and moving forward to Tokyo. So I got back from Rio, and after a few days saw Stu down at the club rigging his moth, and was like, so what do you think, Stu? Should we have a go? And that was pretty much it.
Dylan's been sailing 49ers a long time, much more than myself, so very experienced in the class, very technically minded. It's a one design class, so really trying to work tightly within the rules on getting the best kit you can possibly, and I think Dylan's really good at that, and yeah, we're already in a really good place to start a campaign on that side. He's super keen, really hungry to do well, and a lot of people say they're hungry, but actually Dylan is really hungry to win medals, and you can see that from the outset, and yeah, just really excited to get going and start linking some results together.
Having sailed against Stu for 3 or 4 years in the 49er, obviously it was that he was like a really good crew, especially from the 470. Everyone said that Stu's tactics, level head, being calm, and again really hungry for it all, and so it was sort of a no-brainer. The main things being just keen, really level-headed and solid, and loads of experience in other classes, which is something that I haven't got, and I think that really sort of makes up for something that I'm missing and Alan and I didn't have so much.
Dylan is fiery, and bringing that attitude, if you like, to tight racing situations is a good thing. Something I thought me and Luke had. Luke was very fiery as well, and I was more of the calming factor. And something that me and Luke did well, and me and Dylan will do well, is be able to use both at the right time. And if we can do that, then we will be fiery when we need to be, and in the same time when things need to settle down, I think we can do that, and that's when hopefully we'll start rising to the top of tight situations.
Me and Alan sailed together for 10 years, and we not only 10 years, but it was from when I was a nipper, so a lot of the way we developed sailing together was just completely seamless, and we didn't have to talk about a lot of things, and even just basics of rigging. You have your own set ways of rigging, so I think it was the first time we went sailing, or one of the first few times, it was have you put the bung in? She was like, well no, just Pinky put the bung in. I was like, well Alan put the bung in. Someone's got to do it. But on the sailing side, it's been really nice. It's been fun having a different challenge, and learning so much every time we go on the water. And Stu's very different to Alan, but it seems to be working pretty well.
We've kind of been sailing a few months now, towards the end of last year. Training's been going great. We're gelling really nicely and quickly. Others are taking a bit more time. Miami was our first World Cup together, which we won, which is brilliant. Kind of shows the potential as a team. And yeah, even in Miami we still had some little downers here and there, and we'll be working along the road with Roden, our coach, to iron those out, and try and catch up the top boys in the 49er.
Last cycle the Kiwis had their purple patch where they sort of won all the big events that they did. When it came down to it and it was important, they won, and they often won in a good fashion, like Giles does, with a medal race to spare, and so obviously that's what we're aiming for. We're not aiming for anything less than that, and it was great to finish Miami in that fashion. They weren't there, but it was still nice to achieve something that neither of us have done before. And I think that what the two of us can bring is just, I don't exactly know what it is that we've got together, but there's certainly something there that I think we can be challenging them and beating them, and we've got the speed, we've got the tactics, and no one's unbeatable, and it's just a matter of time.